Alright guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. Although yes, I am out riding, I am actually going to do a recommendation video. Not one I've ever done before, but we're going to put it out there. So you've probably seen over the last couple of weeks a few of my videos have gone out, and I did this tour of Andalusia, of southern Spain. So when I was on this tour, I stayed in hotels obviously, and one of the hotels I want to talk about today I think deserves some recognition. So as part of this tour I ended up in the city of Granada, and my route for the tour took me into the centre of Granada, but I didn't want to stay there, so I wanted to stay. I'd found this place online and I wanted to stay here. It's called Wheels Granada. Now obviously you get the idea, it's about motorcycles. So I booked in, I reserved a place, and I went there on the day, and I was met by the owners, really nice people, both motorcycle enthusiasts, and this place is set up for the biker. Now when I got there, I was directed to take my bike straight into a brick built garage with a solid steel door where my bike was securely stored for the night. In that room was a full workshop. There's everything you could possibly need. There's hanging space for leathers, for luggage, for helmets, for wet gear. There's everything you could possibly need. There's even a turning plate on the floor to spin your bike round. The place itself, I think it's a converted farm. At the moment they can sleep, I think they can accommodate 6 people, but I believe that it's going to be extended soon, so for a few more. What I've done, I recorded a small video while I was there, so let's have a, I'll run it now and show a couple of pictures that I took. Now I must admit I did not take a video of the garage, and the reason for that, wonder where he's going. The reason for that was because there was 2 motorbikes in there, so I didn't take a photo of the garage. But there's plenty of space in there. There's plenty of tools. When I got there, my bike was the 3rd bike, and you could probably still put another 3 in behind it. So plenty of space. Let's have a look at that video. Let's have a look at the pictures that I took. So now let's talk about the owners of the place. So it's owned by John and Liz, an English couple. They've run the place for less than a year. I'll be honest, really hospitable, really nice people. An amazing place to stay in. So let's talk about the cost. So when I stayed there, I paid €55. For that I believed I was going to get a tapas, the bed obviously for the night, and breakfast. What I actually got was tapas, an evening meal, a bed and the breakfast. So the evening meal I think was homemade. It was really nice. Pinchito de pollo, for those who don't know, that's chunks of chicken on skewers, made in a special sauce, very Spanishy thing. I think Liz made them herself. Really delicious, really delicious. So the actual property, let's talk about the property. So the property is rather remote, it's out of the way. It's about 50 kilometres from the centre of Granada, near a town called Montefrio. And as I say, I think it's a converted farm, so it's got plenty of land around it. So it's fenced in, it's completely self-enclosed with a giant iron gate at the front. So your property there is extremely safe. And if someone does feel like trying to break in to get to your bikes, they have a few big dogs in there as well. So I don't think there'll be many people just taking the risk. So yeah, very secure property. Iron gate at the front, fenced in all the way around. And if someone does fancy their chances, you got to get through a few big dogs. And they also do a bit of dog boarding, so these dogs bark at the slightest noise. So honestly, I wouldn't fancy my chances trying to climb over the fence. Breakfast, standard sort of breakfast, no more than I'd expect, nothing less than I'd expect from any other place. As good as you would get anywhere. So the outdoor area, they've got a permanent brick built and metal roofed outdoor seating area with a TV in it. We've got a couple of barbecues, a pizza oven, there's a fire pit which can only be used at certain times of the year because of fire restrictions in the area. And I believe John's digging in some sort of hot tub at the moment as well. So there's plenty of amenities there. Plenty of amenities. Now, what I want to do is I want to just go back and touch on something. So I said when I went, it cost me €55. So I went in June 2025. So if you're watching this a couple of years from now, price may well have gone up. Now, for me, the most important thing when I was on this tour was my bike safety. When I stayed in Seville, I paid like 50 euros for a hotel, and I paid another 20, I think it was 21 euros for overnight parking in a secure garage. Now the first thing I did when I got in that secure garage was put a bloody great big lock on my bike. I chained it to a steel post, and then I put a disc lock on which has an alarm built into it. Now when I went to Wheels Granada, I didn't need to do that. I didn't need it. That garage is super secure. The door on it is like I don't know what they call it. I think they call it angle plate. You know, it's like reinforced steel. You're not going to need to worry about someone trying to get in there. That door is more secure than my garage door. So for 55 euros, I think the point I'm trying to make is, I think it's worth 55 euros. I think the security of your vehicle alone is worth that money. I would happily, like I did in Seville, I would happily pay 25 euros a night to know my bike is secure. I didn't know it was secure in Seville, so that's why I locked it up. Wheels Granada, not needed. That to me is worth its weight in gold. If you take off the meals, let's say the meals are worth 20 quid, that puts that hotel room down to 35 a night. If you say you're 20 quid for security for your bike, that puts it down to 15 euros a night. That to me is worth its weight in gold. Bike security is more important than anything else. I will happily crash on a sofa if I know my bike's safe. That to me is worth its money. The security of your bike is everything. I would also say that John and Liz that run the place, really nice people, real down to earth people. They know the area very well. John will even take you out on tours if you want to go like trial riding, I guess. The other thing he's got there is a trailer. So if you're booked in to stay there and you get a problem, I don't know, a puncture, something goes wrong with your bike, he can come and pick you up. He can trailer your bike back to the workshop where they've got all the tools. Do you know what, guys? I mean, it doesn't take a lot to work out. This is bloody a great deal. This is a great deal. So I will put in the description, I will put all the information I have for this place. And I would highly recommend people to go and visit. Go and have a stay. Go and see them. Tell them I sent you. My only complaint, I left there with a bit of a hangover. But I guess that's my own doing. But it was such a great evening spent chatting with people that have a passion for motorcycles, especially after I spent the best part of a week on my own. It was nice to actually speak to people and speak to people in your own language. So, guys, if you're in Granada, give them a shot, give them a go. They're well worth the money. I will put links in the description. Yeah, I think they're on Facebook. They're probably on other social media. I'm not a massive social media fan, but they'll be out there. Give them a go. Give them a go. For the value, for the money, for the safety of your own bike, it's well worth a shot. John and Liz, I'd like to say thank you for your hospitality when I was there. I've already spoken to my girlfriend. We are coming back. Might not be on a bike because she doesn't want to sit on a bike that long, but we're definitely coming back soon, and it'd be great to see you again. Two Wheels Granada, gents. If you're in the area, book it.